It's the people's choice. Y'all know the voice. Talk to me, because I talk back. Mike Too Real, the co-host of I Say That to Say This podcast. And I want to give a special shout out to our sponsor, Borough Boy Apparel. Make sure y'all go to their website, get your shirts and merch like this, and follow, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more content. We out.
The All-American Sports Show every Friday night at 8 p.m.
Welcome, everybody, to the All-American Sports Show. I am your host, Borough Boy, a.k.a. Sean Atkinson. Yeah, I got my co-host with me tonight, Maurice Gunner Graham. What's good with you, Reese?
What's going on with you?
Nothing much, man. You know what I'm saying? Just happy to be here. Same old soup, just reheated, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long week, man. It's been a long week, but you know what I'm saying? God is good and we here, man. You know what I'm saying? Of
Yes,
course,
sir.
you know that tonight's show is sponsored by Burrable Apparel. That's burrableapparel.net. Y'all go out there and get you some Burrable Apparel, all right? And also want to send a shout out to M3S3 Apparel. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for all the love y'all guys been showing us. And also a special shout out to Shy Money and Shy Money team. My man got a fight coming up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go out there and support him. And of course, Designs on the Dime, man, for all your party event meets. You know what I'm saying? On Facebook, y'all can find them there. Y'all check them out. And you know we got the Cash App going at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, that's how we get the you know what I'm saying, better content, better viewership, man. So you know what I'm saying, help us out with the Cash App. We appreciate that, man. But yeah, man, we got a great show going on tonight, man. We got, you know what I'm saying, Coach Claude Waters, aka Coach Dude. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Yeah, man, he's gonna be joining us, you know what I'm saying, tonight, man. But yo, last week, come on, man. Last week's show, Warren Austin, you know what I'm saying, Barney Lewis.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. If you guys missed that show, that was a powerful show, a very educational show. What you think about that show, man?
Yeah, you know what, Sean? It was one of those things. I didn't really know the story until you told me about it a couple months back.
Right.
And then as we talked about it throughout, or throughout the week, and then to actually hear Coach Mack talk about it and give us a little bit more detail about it. I mean, I thought it was pretty dope, man. The fact that it just seemed like that class of 77, 78, they just a tight knit group, man. And you could tell that Coach Mack still was a little hurt by it. But I'm glad he was able to pull it together, man, and really give us some of the details that we hadn't heard before.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coach Mack, man,
Yes,
for
sir.
giving us the inside scoop of that whole ordeal. Um, like I said, when I was young, I heard about it, and that was my introductory to basketball. And
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, to hear the actual story from you know what I'm saying, a local, knowing exactly the details of it, man, was, you know what I'm saying, that was powerful, man. So shout out to Coach Mack, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. But hey, man, we got a good one tonight. You know what I'm saying? My boy, Coach. You know what I'm saying? He's in the building, man. And you know what I'm saying? We want to definitely give him his flowers. Um, hey, before we do that though, let me tell you guys. Listen, go to YouTube and subscribe to the All American Sports Show. I know some of you guys go to the page and you watch the shows, but listen, the shows are not going to stay on the page forever. They only stay up there for about like a week or so, and then they delete it. They go off. So go to the All American Sports Show and subscribe so you can see all your favorite interviews anytime you want. All right.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Let's get this show started, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring Coach on, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, give him his flowers, man. So y'all stay tuned with us, you know what I'm saying? We'll be right back.
Welcome to the show, Coach Claude Waters.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. The camera's here and the microphones, and they wanna know, if you are what you say.
Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Claude Waters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How we doing, young man? How we doing?
What's going on, Coach?
Good, good, Coach.
Yeah, man.
How
Glad to
y'all
have
doing,
you.
man? Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man.
Blessed to be here.
Yes,
Yeah, man.
sir.
Yeah, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? It's an honor, man. It's an honor to have you here. If you don't know, man, this show is all about giving flowers to yesterday's stars and also highlighting up and coming talent. And we want to take this time, man, to give you your flowers for all the community work that you do, for all the lives that you've touched,
Yes,
uh,
sir.
for just all the things that, you know what I'm saying, you pour back into people, man. You know what I'm saying? That's very important in our community. And we want to definitely give you flowers for that, Coach.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, man. That's humbling, man. Especially with everything going on around here. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate that a lot.
For sure, for sure. So, look, let's get this thing started, man. So, Coach, so where exactly are you from, man?
Just like I just told y'all, man, a little 50-50. Born and raised in DC. Was spent just as much time down here in Goldsboro as I did up that way. So I can't claim one without the other. So I don't know how to put a Washington Carolinian or however you want to say. But I'm strictly
Real.
DC. You know, no DMV right here. Strictly DC.
That's
Born and
real.
raised in Southeast and grew up in Northwest.
Okay, okay. So, is your mother and father from there as well?
Nah, actually, my mom and pops they from born here in Goldsboro, but my grandmother moved in DC when my mom was young, so that's how I ended up being born up that way. And I don't know whether my pops followed my mom up that way, but somehow it happened up there. So, but
Right.
we are all our families from here.
Okay, okay. So, tell us about your upbringing, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Were you into sports as an adolescent?
Um, Athletically, just not really organized sports, but you know, living out there in Seymour jungle, however you want to call it, we always play hot ball, 21, whatever. But being undersized, you know, that ain't helped me when it came to the basketball situation. Just like my man Monte, you know, I love that boy to death. Shit. Oh, they playing on the monkey balls. I'm out there, but I'm hanging around the grass waiting on a rebound because I can't get in the mix of it. So I can take that one jump shot. Probably got to wait 30 minutes to get the next one. So yeah, but always been athletic as far as just being out there. I was never inside the house, but a lot of situations where I wish, especially like being in DC, um, I wasn't around anything where in which I could go sign up for stuff because I was living with my grandmother most of the time, and it was working home for her. You know, she did like 35 years at the post office, but we always went to Banneker, Scott Montgomery, all over in parks and just played. That was one of the ways that I was accepted in DC when I first moved there, because automatically, you know, I could go in and just play, whether we playing softball or whatever it was. I could blend in through sports and stuff. So they brought me right on in after that part.
Gotcha,
But
gotcha,
that's one of my regrets, though, not being able to play organized ball growing up.
gotcha. Now you mentioned something that, you know what I'm saying, is very interesting that so I'm sure a lot of people went over their heads, but you know what I'm saying? Uh tell you how old school it is, you know what I'm saying? You said playing ball on the monkey balls.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you coming down Slocum, they got a court out there now, but
Right.
it used to be right there in that field, open field. It
Yeah.
was one monkey ball with some old nets in the middle of it.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Hey, I grew up
And there was
playing on them as well, man. I know
some
exactly what you're
dusty
talking about.
games going on in that spot. Straight dirt,
Straight.
dirt,
Yes,
21
sir.
all day, every day.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was back in the day, boy. It was something else. Yeah, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Tell us about your introductory to basketball. I mean, not basketball, I'm sorry. Goldsboro. What was your introductory to Goldsboro?
As far as living or
Living.
sports,
Living.
um, pretty much my great grandparents well, my Waters, so you know they had a house on North End, and my mom actually when she moved from DC, she moved into a small house right across the street, and this is when the dirt road. We grew up on Marion Street,
Okay.
right there where the park is now. So I was a kid on North End till my mom moved. Then we moved out to Seymour in the white houses. This is throwback now. A lot of people ain't gonna know what I'm talking about, but there's a lot of them that are.
Yeah.
So when my mom moved out from North End, we moved out to Seymour in the white houses. Um, Stayed up there for a couple of years till they actually built the other ones. And this is how you know people say jungle. A lot of them, my age and guys around me, jungle means survival. You know, we survived that situation. We don't know gang, all this, that, and the other. We had to survive out that way. So even moving from the White House when they moved us into the new ones, you didn't see a lot of moving trucks and stuff going on. We was carrying that furniture to our new place.
For sure.
So yeah, but you know, just most of my elementary years lived out that way. As far as Seymour, um 406 Seymour Drive, and just back and forth. You know, that's why I say, you know, you can't never really, as far as me, I started on North End, so I grew up with Tony Jacobs, Corey Royal, all those guys, then moved to Seymour. You know, now I'm hanging out with Red, Teachy, Jamie Teachy, all the guys. So
Right.
we all family. So I'm a part of everywhere. I'm not claiming anything when it comes to Goldsboro, because I don't
Gotcha.
live everywhere in Goldsboro pretty much.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
My biological, you know what I'm saying? He owned a shop on the north, man, you know what I'm saying, for 30 years, you know what I'm saying? Corner Pocket Car Wash, man. You know what I'm saying? That was right there, right
Man,
off of
Al, your dad, man.
yeah, it's my biological.
Hey, that's my god, bro. That's my uncle, man.
Oh
Uncle
yeah?
Al grew up with my uncle is his best friend, Ronnie Waters. I
Okay.
mean, like that. So
Okay.
yeah, that's Uncle Al. That ain't Al to me. That's Uncle Al. Yeah, man. Yeah, love that guy, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. So
Yeah,
look, man,
matter of fact,
you said, you know what I'm saying, you didn't really have the athletic ability to play ball. So what got you into coaching?
my kids.
Okay.
Um, but even before then, you know, when my mom moved in Lincoln Homes, you know, I was always at the center. So um, for good reasons and bad reasons at the same time. Um, get a
Right.
little warm out there in the parking lot. I might slide inside, play some ping pong, but then I
Yeah.
go in the gym and they playing, you know, my TC might allow me to coach a team or something.
Okay.
But then, you know, and that was really my beginning as far as basketball wise, but I would always get the secondary team, end up playing Fonte and all them, the standout coming in second.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but outside of that though, you know, I raised my kids for a little while, and it started out there in the back. And a lot of guys don't know, man. One of my biggest reasons for becoming a coach was the guys before me. You know, before in the projects, they used to have guys that would come in every project and kind of do things with the kids, whether they do the badminton, kickball, and one of those guys that I really, really looked up to was a few of them. Leon Cox, Rob Ford. Rob Ford was our guy out there in Seymour, and but Leon coached for like doing that stuff for like 20 some years, and I would always tell him, man, I want to do what you're doing for as long as you're doing, and and then Marcel came behind Rob, and he was the one that actually got me involved with Parks and Rec sport.
Okay.
Because first off, I was just taking my kids, my boys, my two boys, my oldest boys, Vontae and Shanti, over there to play flag football. And after a while, I just kind of started interacting,
Right.
and the rest is history. So from that day forward, you start dealing with those kids. One of them questions that'll lock you in is, Coach, you coming back next year? And the last thing you want to do is let a kid down.
Right. Right. It's
So,
infectious, man. You know what I'm saying? I can speak from that perspective. I I was assistant coach at Dillard Middle School for 2 years under
yeah.
Charlie O'Neill being the head coach. In fact, Maurice's brother was one of the assistants too, Michael Graham. He was on the staff as well. So yeah,
Mhm.
I definitely understand the how that gets to your heart and how infectious that is. I really do. I really
Yeah,
do.
yeah. 'Cause, I ended up, my mom got a house on Holly Street, right across from West Haven. So
Okay.
I actually started the sports over in West Haven. Little flag football team. We used to be the West Haven Titans.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
I always liked the Titans because before before I moved to DC, my grandmother had a house in Alexandria, Virginia, and I was over there where, if you remember the movie, Remember the Titans,
Hmm.
Groton High School was a part of that. T.C. Williams, Groton High, and a few others. So I was actually in that area that movie was made about. Um, so that was a big reason for that. And I had some good pieces over there.
Right. Coach, you spoke about your son and a little while ago, man, and you know what I'm saying. We know that you suffered a big tragedy with the loss of your son, Desante. Um, we want to give you first our condolences, and you know what I'm saying. We want to ask you, 'cause we know he was in football as well. Can you speak on his athletic ability?
Um, Shanti was good. He played football. He ran track and basketball. Because matter of fact, whenever when I started at Goldsboro my second year, I was blessed to be the freshman head coach, the last freshman head coach at Goldsboro. Matter of fact, and he played on my JV team. But Shanti, um, he was just smart though. He was good. He played. I think he played outside linebacker when he played football, but he was just following. That was one of my main things that I wanted for them to be able to do the things that I wasn't able to do. And use sports as a tool to help me because being a single father, that's way back then that wasn't really heard of. You had them, but it wasn't as open and popular as it is now, as accepted. So um, I just always wanted them to try to keep them involved with stuff. And as they grew up playing, they always played Parks and Rec under me. And his older brother, Devontae, he was that guy when it came to throwing that football. So yeah, but that's my boy, man. He just was a hard worker, man, humble. Um, I always call him an intelligent hoodlum because uh, we always in the project with that joker. If you listen to him, you talk to him, man. You don't know who you talking to. So he just giving you them big words and
Right.
breaking everything down in the point language, Yeah, but yeah, I was proud to be able to just simply say that I started him out just like with all the other kids that I've been involved with, that I was able to be his first coach and his high school coach in some cases. But I didn't finish out coaching football throughout their whole high school careers because of some situations as far as my past goes. But overall, it was still just a blessing to be able to say that with both of them.
Right.
And
We got to go to commercial break right quick. But before we do, Coach, we want to definitely tell you my condolences, and we want to give a little special tribute to DeSante tonight. And, you know what I'm saying, give him his flowers as well. You know what I'm saying? We'll be right back after this small commercial break. Y'all enjoy the commercials.
I came in the door, dripped in Balenci, crop leather coat and some 9-inch Fendi. The crowd opened up and it started to strut. I need my space, but I'm signing autographs and such. Hit the little girls from the pat on my nose. Then came in 3 hating assholes. They don't know the meaning of water nor soap. I don't have time for the rigmarole. Taking off my coat, clearing my throat. Certified diamonds like the songs I wrote. Look at my wrist, check out the light show. Can you handle this? I don't know. You can meet me up at the pen. Knock 'em out the box with a chocolate kiss. Hope I ain't saying too much. I like 'em dangerous. Looking for the dangerous type. I like 'em dangerous.
These talking out of their neck, don't put no coffin out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say it's a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hold them sentiments symbolic.
And we're back. Welcome back, y'all, to the All-American Sports Show. I am your host, Burrow Boy, a.k.a. Sean Atkinson, with my co-host, Maurice Gunner Graham. Tonight, we got a special guest, Mr. Coach Claude Waters. Maurice, we got some chatter going on in the box, man. You want to hit it right quick?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, so Fonte Moses, he said, my big bro. Kobe Lewis, coach. He said, West Haven, you coach. And then Fonte came back. Hey, coach, Fonte said, me and Wade used to beat the brakes off dude teams.
Well, I already admitted to that, so that don't matter. I already admitted to that.
Yeah, so then go ahead, coach.
Yeah, I want to say, man, look, I know I couldn't touch that way with a 10-foot pole, but I always talk junk to that joker, man. Act like I'm on this level.
Yeah, so Greg seriously said, what's up, big homie? Brookside vibes.
Oh, look, yes, sir.
Yeah, so
Yes, sir.
Fonte on here a lot though. Fonte, he said he went from daddy dude to coach dude.
Yes, sir. Indeed. Yeah, man. That's crazy because that name, I don't know where my boy's mom got it from, but my boys never called me dad, pops, nothing. They call me pops now. I guess that's an OG mode, but it was always dad dude.
Yeah.
And that thing stuck like glue, man.
Yeah. Fonte Moses said, coach my daughter in flag football. This one here was a big one for me, Coach. He said he was always there for his boys, and you rarely see that coming from around our way. And I always admire Big Bro for that.
Yeah.
Fonte said, dude had pre-rolls before they were popular. But that's another. He said, but
Look,
he said, but, he said, but that's another story though.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know what he's talking about.
Oh
Hey,
my
but you know
God.
what though? I can't be that way because my journey is where I am, well, who I am today, because of who I am today, man.
That's
If I
what's up.
don't take the path that I take, there's no such thing as a person called Coach Dude, man. So I use that as a tool. That's one of my major tools when I deal with kids now, especially at the high school level. Because book smarts is one thing, but when you've been there, done that, they're going to listen and respect that a lot more because it opens their eyes. And prime example, I know y'all boys know TJ. Y'all know TJ Barnes.
Yeah.
His son, we call him Radio. Radio was on the team. Radio, good kid, had his ways. But Radio could go left on you at the snap of a finger. So when I first came about, I would mess with him. I said, man, you ain't pulling nothing over my head, man. Look, I know 236 Johnson Lane. I call out every address I had out there in Seymour.
Yeah.
And don't make me call Nelly on you. Now,
Right.
Nelly,
Right.
he don't know I know Grandma. He don't know I know Kiki and all his whole family because we
Right.
all from around the same way. So and that's the blessing in which I can use that tool to reach these kids and draw them in to make them think twice before they make a decision. Because one of my biggest gripes was trying to save every kid till somebody was like, look, man, that ain't gonna happen. But if you can save one, you've done your part. So that kind of humbled me a little bit about trying to do overdo situations. But yeah, man, that Fonte crazy because he ain't yeah,
Yeah.
boy, them were some
That's real,
days, boy.
Coach,
But I
man.
thank God I was able to walk away from it though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is one of the reasons, man. This is major one of the reasons because now I'll give you the story on that. Not really doing nothing, but if you look the part, sometimes they'll come at you. So I'm
Mhm.
walking from Brookside one day, and they come in, and I'm going on the side. I don't know if y'all familiar with that area, but they just pull up on me, and just being nervous, I take off. And instead of me saying I'm about to go to jail or something like that, I'm running because I'm already dealing with the kids in flag. I'm thinking I ain't gonna be able to coach tomorrow. I ain't gonna be able to coach tomorrow
Right.
if I
Right.
get in trouble.
Right.
So my whole mind state done changed. And man, that's where that athleticism came because by the time I saw him, I was already on Johnson Lane and he just came off of Wisteria.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm 100% thankful, man, for everything that I had to go through to be here where I'm at, man. Because it's been a journey, and like you say, if you don't have that resume of being, a part of teams, on teams, or played the sports, or whatever, you get a lot of slack from that. And I know I received that, but I've also put in some work to be successful because when you got that background, anything can go wrong for you. So you almost have to be successful in some manner just because they can either say, no, you got to go. And
Right.
that was the last thing that I wanted. And there were
Right.
so many people that I looked up to help me and allow me to get better through over the time because it wasn't easy. And I definitely don't walk around like I'm that guy when it comes to this coaching thing because I'm not far from
Right.
it.
Well, Coach, you know what I'm saying? Uh, the same way you look up to people, man, people look up to you. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you touched a lot of lives. And you know what I'm saying? The community wants you to know, you know what I'm saying, how much, you know what I'm saying, they admire you and appreciate your support.
Claude Waters, Coach Dude, better yet, what I know you as Dude. Good guy, man. Um, keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate you. And like I say, man, just keep doing what you're doing, man. It's a good look. All right? Be easy.
Want to give a shout out to my guy, Claude Waters, aka Coach Dude, Pop Warner, AAU, high school sports. You had a big impact on these guys' lives, man, and we're thankful to have you in the community. Keep doing what you're doing.
Coach Dude, shout out to you, my man. Hey, listen, the world is a better place because of you, man. Hey, listen, I remember you was started out coaching with the little kid. Hey, matter of fact, I remember you was coaching against me at the center. We used to smash it, though. You remember that? I don't even know how you kept coaching after that. But then I remember you coached Tayana for flag football. Man, you been coaching for a minute, man, and I'm proud to see you finally get your flowers, man. You deserve it, cause ain't nobody had more passion about it than you, man. Listen, cause I ain't never seen nobody love the kids more than Daddy Dude, Coach Dude, as the kids call him. Man, you've been at it a long time, man, and like I said, man, the Goldsboro is definitely a much better place because of you, man. And the time and effort you put in front of them, into the kids, that's tremendous, man. If everybody will put in time with the kids like Dude, man, we'll be on top, man. Real talk. But bro, I'm just happy for you, man. Just know I'm with you, fam. Love you.
Hey, boy, I tell them kids, man, don't let them see you sweat from the eyes. God daggone it, I'm not about to let. Hey, and listen, man, and I gotta say it, because to see him up here, and that's my little big cuz, man, Eric, man, that's my first cousin, and he don't know it, man, but I swear, man, when it came to that football thing, man, and that shit hurt me. I mean, it ain't hurt me, but I always wanted that to be accepted by that guy, man. I love that man so much, man, because my mom's was the only child on my grandmother's side, and his mom and my mom's sisters, and watching him and just seeing how, and a lot of my stuff I learned from him, man, as far as the interaction with people and just knowing, saying the right things at the right times, man. And even now with him coming back, um, I'm thankful because, simply because of the fact that a lot of people will tell you what you want to hear throughout the whole course of it, but you know better. You got to know better when it comes to certain things. But even like whenever I first started coaching high school, Maurice Jackson was the first person to open the door for me. And that year after that, Coach got the job, and I was the JV. I was coaching and helping Danny Merrick, God rest his soul. Shout out to Danny Mo. And I was Danny Mo's OC. And of course, I'm still raw at that time. Going from a straight running back coach to calling plays, and I'll never forget them first 3 games, man. Danny used to press me, boy. All right, coach, what you got? What's your next play? What you got? And them first 3 games, man, I was falling short. And I think we was playing Eastern Wayne or something, and they made a big play on us. And I just got so frustrated. I went and sat on the bench. And like, no, cuz you can't do that now. You can't do that. And
Right.
it's been a situation like that. Even when I first moved here, I always tell the story. I spent the whole off season walking to 6 a.m. practice, 6 p.m. practices, the whole off season with Tito Wooten and Duke. So I was looking to be a 12th grade rookie because I moved down here just my 10th grade, the middle of my 10th grade year from DC. So I didn't do much that 11th grade year, but that 12th grade year I came out, and I gotta tell this story. I use this for a kid. Now, if I'm dragging time out, I apologize, man.
Oh, you
Oh,
fine.
damn,
You fine.
that sweat done fell down. Um, uh, it was a situation, man. Of course, I'm from Seymour now, and this one the climax jumping.
Right.
So we
Yeah, I
done
know
had
the
two
clapbacks. Yeah.
practices. We had two practices, and climax. Oh, this might have been a Thursday night or something. Whatever night the climax was jumping.
Okay.
Man, I know it's me and quite a few other football players up in that thing. But I don't see or assume Holloman. Y'all remember Holloman used to be the jam at Goldsboro. I guess Holloman saw me or saw us football players and called Coach James.
Mm.
So they get wind of it. Me, I'm fresh. I don't know any better. And of course, I'm out my way. So I'm comfortable. All of a sudden, I see on my right side Holloman and Coach James walking, and I'm sitting in a chair, smiling. I look up and say, Coach, what y'all doing in here?
Yeah.
Coach James said, hell, son, what you doing in here? We just had two practices. You should be tired, home sleep. Get up and get out of here. I'll see you in the morning. Man. And I swear, that next day, Coach made me stand up in front of the whole football team. And of course, like I say, I'm not the only guilty party.
Right.
I'm just the one that got caught. Coach say, yeah, I caught Mr. Waters in the damn Zodiac. Man. And there go he dug into me, man, for I know that joker say, give me 10 for the team, 10 for every coach out here, and 20 for me.
Mm.
And that might have been 100 son right then and there. Green Bays.
Yes, sir.
So the whole time they practicing, I'm doing Green Bays. Up, downs, up, downs, up, downs. I survived that practice. Then he come back that afternoon. I come back. He throwing me on kick return. And I'm mad as hell with him, but I'm there.
Right.
They kicking the ball off. Hey, Sean, when I tell you I did not catch one football,
No.
I either let it roll or I watch it go over my head. Man, by the time I ended up, I believe I might have did. I know about 200 Green Bays that day.
Right.
But the thing about it is, like you say, you tell the kid when you get on the kid, you always want to. If you're gonna get on, you always got to come back with a positive. Or you tell them. Now, it's one thing if I'm saying something, I'm staying on you. That means I see something in you. But if I don't say nothing, that's when you need a word.
Right.
So that next morning, I already got my mind made up. I'm not going.
Right.
Man, I'm sitting there, and the phone ring. Coach James called me. Man, son, why you ain't at practice? Why you ain't at practice? I said, man, my wrist hurt. I said, son, I got people here to tell you whether your wrist hurt or not. You need to get up and get on the phone. So, of course, my mom really don't know what's going on. So I didn't go. And man, I regret it. But and listening to my big cuz, having those people or those people around you to make you get up and go, I was missing that. And not that my mom was not willing to do it. I just kept her out of the loop.
Right.
So she never knew what was going on. But I regretted it so bad. I was already signed up for weight training, man. I ducked Coach James the whole first half of the year. I got out of weight training, man. I wouldn't cross his path. And I always think back to what if I'd have went back? Because I had the talent. I was fast. I had speed. I didn't have a lot of knowledge because I didn't grow up playing the game, but I was willing to put in the work. And one of the pluses I got from that was I think we had got together and if y'all remember Mondo Hunter, we were somewhere Mondo Mondo holla out. dude, man, when we was in school, man, they ain't like you. I'm like, damn. What? He said, man, I could never outrun you when we was out there racing. And Mondo was a stud. So, so to hear him, somebody like that say that, not that he meant it, but I knew I had it because that's all you do out there, out the way. We racing in the streets, Seymour versus Green Acres, but there ain't no pads on.
Right.
Well, I knew I had what it takes, but it's just I didn't have that motivation to push through situations, and it created something that I also use as a tool when it comes to coaching is quitting. I never really understood why I would quit everything, but till I started coaching. And I would tell the kids, man, never quit, especially when I was at the boys club, because I did probably about 10, 15 years coaching kids at the boys club, and I wouldn't allow them to quit. So now I get the opportunity to see kids that I started at the boys club graduating high school, and I'm there for when they start and there when they finish, whether it's football or basketball. So it's just been a wonderful journey. But as far as Eric Reed goes, man, that guy, man, always been there, man, good, bad. And I know, like, when my son was killed, I still was out there, but I wasn't out there mentally, so the work that I should have been putting in, especially, thank God to Coach McClary, I wasn't coaching football for a while. And he gave me the opportunity to get back there out there on the high school level when he was at Southern Wayne. And I'm grateful for that, man, because outside of Goldsboro, with Reed, and I'm gonna keep calling his name because he's one of the only ones. Because Sean, I know you heard constructive criticism.
Oh yeah.
I got a mean piece of humble pie from my big cousin.
For sure.
Because he recognized me, because his objective was to make the borough great again. And I knew I had my reasons for not doing things, but that was a wake-up call that nobody else probably would have gave me, that I needed to say, all right, look, let's get it back together. Let's get back the way you were at one point, and let's get this thing going. And I never said it because I'm a quiet person, but I needed that, and I love him for it. And I hope he's watching this to see and hear what I'm saying. I love him for that, because, like you say, you got people that'll smile, shake your hand, and just dog you without you even having no clue that it's that person that's saying those types of things. But it is what it is. It comes with the territory. Because they love you with the borough. They love you when you're winning, but they'll turn into a ghost when you're going downhill.
For sure. Shout out to Eric Reed, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure, man. Showing love. We got to take this small commercial break right quick, man, but we'll be right back, man. You guys are watching All American Sports Show.
You're watching the All-American Sports Show. We'll be right back.
Jumpin', them boys up to something. They just spent like 2 or 3 weeks out the country. Them boys up to something, they just not just bluffing.
And we're back, y'all. We're back. Hey, at this time, I'm gonna turn this over to my man Gunner. He got some questions he want to run down to you, Coach. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go ahead and take that old Reese.
Yes, sir, no doubt. Hey, Coach. Hey, what's your favorite sport?
Football.
Football. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach. So I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, right? What is your desire for the student athletes when you're coaching them?
Primarily to understand sports is simply a tool to give you a easier opportunity in life. Like I say, a lot of your kids, they want to make it to the professional level, but when you're a standout in the athleticism, that means you're going to get a free education. And now you don't have to wait to be rich and famous whenever it comes to sports. You get that in college now. So
Sure.
there's really no excuses, but everybody doesn't make it.
Right.
So there's things that come with being an athlete. It gives you better character. It gives you discipline. It gives you a different path to and where in which you have to accept that in order to receive those types of things, and it don't come easy. It gives
Right.
you a great work ethic because um, if the numbers are there, you've got to try out. So there's no such thing as just being handed out something and just thinking it's okay. Even if you are one of those types of person, you still got to put work in. And I can use my grandson as a example. This is his first year in high school, and I push him, but there was a time in which I was always calling him. You want to go work out? You want to do this? You want to do that? And after a while, I just told him, look, when you start calling me asking to work out, then I know you're serious about it.
Yes, sir.
And and it got to the point where in which I'm like, dog, this dude, I can't keep up.
Right.
But that's what I wanted from him. Because he had to show me that he loved what he was doing. And there's two words that I use with him, and that's I've always tell him what are the two words that I always tell you that you need to do and you need to be, and it's separate yourself. You can't be average. And I
Right.
used to tell this to our guy, our black kid, black boy. I'm like, a average black man is a failure, and that's not saying anything bad. It's just to a point where in which you leave room to be able to go in different directions that probably aren't good for you. So you got to be willing to excel in whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's the workforce, sports, anything. You got to stand out and you got to stand up and be legit about what it is that you're willing to do in order to be just as good as the next man or the
Yes,
other
sir.
man.
Yes, sir. So from everything I've heard from everyone, coach, hey, what motivates you or what keeps you motivated to coach?
Um, Life. Just it's a part of me. There have been times, like losing my son, my mom, and my dad. I lost all three of them in less than 10 years. So, and it was always being able to go out there. I never remember. Matter of fact, July 30th, it'll be 13 years since my mom's been gone. And I remember when she passed. I went straight to practice, and this was when Eric was a coach, and he was like, as soon as he saw me, he was like, "Man, what the hell are you doing here?"
Right.
And it, was like, it doesn't do me any good to be home, you know. So I want to be around you guys that's going to be, show love and keep me going because in the same way with my son. I was coaching with Ronnie Mack out at Southern Wayne,
Yes, sir.
and you got to be you need that. So um the motivation is just it's easy now, just and striving to be like I said, like Leon did over 20 some years of it, and as long as I'm able, willing, and accept it, I'm going to be a part of it. And
Yes, sir.
having the right people around you as far as the coaches that I coach under, that's been a major plug part of why I keep going, because they trust me, they believe in what I'm doing, and just being able to see kids be successful and knowing you had something to do with it.
Yes, sir. Hey, I got three more for you, Coach. Hey, what's the hardest part of coaching?
Um, well, man, just not being able to feel like you did your part. You know, when it comes to helping a kid make it, or just wins. Sometimes wins and losses, they're a part of it, but it's not the major thing. Um, and sometimes just being accepted for what you are. You know, because like you say, that's why I'm so grateful for this right here. Because sometimes you'll never hear that.
Yes, sir.
That's why it's humbling, and you always hear good things, but something like this is different. So I don't really know what to say directly. As far as what's the hardest part,
Yes, sir.
just um just knowing that, like you say, when I finish, that I did my job, I did my part, and
Yes, sir.
walking away.
Yeah. All right, so this one might be a little tough for you, right? But give me a shot. Hey, give me two players that will always have a special place in your heart. Two
Mm.
players, football or basketball. Two players.
Whew. Um, well, one kid I know, he's gone, he's locked up. But I remember when I first started coaching AAU, kid named Timothy Majette. You had these kids that you call a man child.
Yes, sir.
Tim had two brothers. One of his brothers, he was killed, and I can't really think his oldest brother's name. But Tim was a dog. I mean, like I first started that team, we were 9U. I had guys like Brandon McCarter, Mo Ramsey, Keywan Bozeman, Xavier Knight, call him X Man. But this Joker Tim was a game changer. And I mean, this is my first year ever coaching AAU. And man, we go and just take AAU. We just went and dominated Fayetteville. He was one of the ones when all else failed, just get the ball to Tim. And I hated it like when he got into trouble that he got, because he was one of the ones that probably could have made it. And I just say that because I look at he's got some nephews playing now.
Yes, sir.
Um, and I just watching them. I don't see them as kids. I see Tim,
Right. Right.
and I miss that guy, man. And he was really a good kid. Just kids take different journeys. And that was one of the ones I wish I could have helped save.
Yes, sir.
But I just use that one because it's too many, way too many. I've been dealt with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kids on both sides. But primarily it got to be my boys, because even my baby boy um, DJ Devontae, and because they're my reasons for being Coach Dude.
Yes, sir.
So I've been through a lot of them, man. It's so many of them, man, that touch my heart. That to this day, I'm seeing guys I started out coaching. Now they got teenage kids, man. Shoot, the list goes on
Yes,
and
sir.
on. Yeah, but
Hey, Coach.
I'm just like,
So this is my last one. Um, what's your message to young people that you come in contact with? What's the one or two things you try to leave with the young people to, to try to see life from a different perspective?
um, I always press them. Like when I see them, even like if I'm not coaching them anymore and they're still in school, um, I always hit them with, "Hey, how you doing?" I greet them or whatever, and then they might think I'm going in another direction, and I hit them with a low blow. What them grades talking about? And then this how I get them. They good, coach. I got good grades. I said, hold up right there. When somebody talking to you and they start putting their head on the
Looking
screw,
around.
that means they lying. So now tell me, look me in the eyes and tell me what them grades talking about.
Yes, sir.
So I go far away from the sport.
Yep.
To let them know that I like you as an athlete, but I love you as a person.
I like that. Yes, sir. I like that.
Yeah. So
Yes,
just to let them know that, you know, regardless of how whatever it is that you do, whatever it is, don't worry about it because I've been there.
yes, sir.
So don't ever feel like somebody's going to look down on you because I've done this. Probably whatever it is that you're trying to do, I probably already done it, and I'm gonna see you trying to go in that direction long before you
Yes.
take that direction. So I'm gonna intervene if I can.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's probably why God put me in a position to be able to be where I'm at when it comes to these kids. Because like I say, some of them just you start being irate. Some of them just kick you off the team. Next thing you know, you reading about them
Yes,
or
sir.
they done did something. So and especially at Goldsboro, man, you can't really you can't turn your back on kids these days, man, because you never know what they're going through. When it comes to the streets or life or their livelihood or how they're living, you know. So you gotta treat them all different um, to understand and be able to get to know them as a person, so they can reflect and be a better part of the team.
Yes, sir. Love you, coach. It's on you, Sean.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, baby.
Yeah, man, we reached our last portion of the show, man. You know what I'm saying? This portion, coach, we like to call the fast round. And it's just a couple culture questions, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna run down to you, man. And we call it the fast round because we like for you to answer the question within a 2 second time span. But like I said, all the guests they usually just take their time answering. So right here.
Yeah, yeah. I'm about to say, let me treat me like everybody else.
So, so I'm gonna start out like this, but I'm gonna go with the fan favorite. All right. You like your spaghetti mixed or separate?
I'm gonna go both ways. That growing up, it was mixed. When mom cooked it back in the days, that thing was mixed. I ain't won't know, but when I started cooking, I had that thing
Got a little
separated.
bougie. Got a little bougie with
Yeah, yeah.
it.
Sprinkle that oregano on it so it looked like it's fancy.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's just to cook it. After,
Okay.
after it's done and you get to eating good, because like you say, every single time I got about a half a pound of noodles left
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
I'm loading that sauce on it. So that don't work. But yeah, as an adult, I cook it separately. But after that first initial eating, she get mixed down.
But when you get older, don't say presentation of food means a whole lot more to
Oh
you.
yeah, yeah,
You know
especially with social media now.
what I'm
And
saying?
look, and the best cooks, it's gonna be something green on that.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. All right, but next question for you, man. Brookside or Donnell's?
Hey, look, you switched it on me. I
Uh,
thought you why you ain't hit me with the one you always look? Because I was gonna say Brookside when you said Food Line and Piggly Wiggly. Absolutely Brookside.
Brookside.
Bill and
Okay.
Jean.
Shout out to
Bill and
Brookside.
Jean. Hey,
Shout
listen,
out to
you 85% of the people in the Seymour Green Acres didn't have transportation, so
Yeah,
everything we needed was right there.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Even credit on the groceries.
Right, you already know.
Hey, Bill and Jean, boy, they looked out. They'll tell you.
Here go another one for you, man. Soul Bowl Burger or Ben's Almost Famous Chili Bowl?
Well, I gotta go with Soul Bowl because I
Ooh,
couldn't
okay.
I couldn't get the bands growing up. If you'd have said
Okay.
something about Dave's Carry Out
Yeah,
or somewhere like that,
yeah.
yeah, I could walk to Dave. That was right around the corner, but Yeah, Ben's got popular long after, for me
Okay.
as
Okay.
as a adult, but growing
Okay.
up in DC, and it was always about the carry outs.
Okay. You
Salt,
know what
pepper,
I'm saying?
ketchup, and that
Just
mumbo sauce.
oh yeah, this just for you guys that know what I'm saying, if y'all don't know, you know what I'm saying, Ben's is a famous restaurant down in DC, man. It's real famous for its chili. You know what I'm saying? And uh hmm, chose Soul Bowl burger over that. That's saying something.
Yeah, well, you got to think now. I've lived up there, so that's something now that if people were to go now, it's like a touring
Right, right,
something they
right,
go visit, say they went.
right.
All this stuff was just the norm for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, 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 right. Next question for you, man. Go go or rap?
Look, you had me at go. Ain't
I
hey,
see.
but this is the crazy thing about that. Um, I really didn't hear rap coming up because I would hear all of the rap songs in go
Okay.
before, because DC. I don't know when DC got cable, but it was long after everybody else started getting it. So
Mm-hmm.
you had MTV or whatever, but you didn't have like because BET was started in DC,
Mm-hmm.
and so I would hear like Dougie Fresh or LL joints and Go Essence, Rare Essence would be playing that. So when I came back, I'm thinking they took it from RE or EU. I ain't knowing much about the rap situation.
Right, right,
So I
right.
was a late bloomer when it came to rap. But yeah, it's all go for me. I love rap. Don't get me wrong now, but if I can hear that go rap, that's just I'm gonna take that anytime.
I'm definitely familiar with it, man. You know what I'm saying? My cousin, rest in peace, my cousin Derek Rayford, man, and Ashante
Oh
Rayford,
yeah,
you know what I'm
oh yeah,
saying,
oh yeah.
2 Pound. They from Southeast DC, and Derek and Kiki put me on the culture early when I was a young boy, New Balance, and he had all the songs and all the rap songs in Go Go and everything like that. They all they played, so I was engulfed in that culture early as a young boy.
Yeah, man. I remember the cassette joints, man. I remember
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I had one
yeah, yeah,
that daggone Kelvin Blunt boy. It had they did Secret Garden, whole bunch of
yeah,
I
yeah.
let Kelvin use that mug. I ain't see that thing since, man. I still want that tape back.
So, my next question for you, man: sugar or butter on your grits?
As a kid, I had to have that shit. But
Oh, for
but
real?
that ain't last long. Yeah, but as a kid, you put a little sugar on there. So if they say they didn't, they lying.
Mm,
But yeah, but now I gotta have that butter, salt, and pepper, and cheese.
okay.
Yeah, cheese.
Yeah, a little cheese. Yeah, yeah, definitely a little cheese now. Definitely a little cheese. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely. But I'm glad you joined the club, the salt and I'm glad you joined the North Salt and Pepper and Butter Club, because
Yeah.
that sugar.
Yeah, I can't say I ain't never had it with the sugar. So I prefer the butter and salt and pepper.
Last question for you, Coach. Last question: LeBron or Jordan?
Kobe.
Ooh,
But
I
I
got
say
Kobe
that
too.
because I'm a true Laker.
Yeah, I'm a
So
Laker fan too. I got Kobe too, though. I got Kobe number 2.
oh yeah, well he definitely Kobe's actually absolutely Jordan is number one, Kobe two.
Okay.
But when Jordan era, we were wearing them brown hats as Lakers.
Mm,
So I ain't really watch a lot of that because you already knew what it was. Jordan
sure.
gonna coast through the regular season and he gonna snatch everything up. So
Everything.
yeah, man, I ain't start back truly loving it till we got Eddie Jones and Elgin, all them guys, man. They brought life back into the Lakers. Nick Van Exel and them guys. And here's crazy thing about that. I was pissed when they traded Eddie for Kobe. That's how much I like Eddie Jones, not knowing what was about to happen.
Yeah.
I was heated.
We got to bless him. But Eddie was good, though. Eddie was good.
Yeah. Eddie was that man now.
Coach, man, this has been one awesome show, man. I want to thank you so very much for taking the time out to come on, man, and, you know what I'm saying, giving us the opportunity to shed light on you and give you your flowers, man. I want to thank you so very much, man. You are truly, you know what I'm saying, a blessing to Goldsboro, man. We're lucky to have you, man.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all, man. Shoot, just thinking about me and just aligning me up with some of the names that y'all got. And like I told you before, man, I felt like I ain't qualified at one point, man, the way you was throwing these big names out there. But Lord willing and that I've been able to help and instill something big that people need to really attach to when you're doing things like this for the community, because you don't see this a lot nowadays. So, and if we can look at reels and look at everybody else's podcast, why not look at this one? Because this is the borough. This is about the borough, so we gotta appreciate it. So if you're watching this, tag it, share it, and just put people down on to something good, man. Because that's the only way.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate that message, man. Appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you guys, man, if you haven't already, man, you know what I'm saying, please go out there, get you some Burrable Apparel, man. That's burrableapparel.net. You know what I'm saying? Support the community that supports you, man. You know what I'm saying? Until next time, man, I'm your host, Burrow Boy, a.k.a. Sean Axon. I got my man Maurice Gunner Ground in here, Coach Claude Waters. Thank you for showing up, man.
Yes,
Until
sir.
next time.
Appreciate it. Love y'all boys, man. Take care.
Hey, be safe, man.